Have you ever noticed how the new gold dream of the computer future seems to remain stubbornly just out of reach? That streamlined world where digital data floats silently through an organization, uniting idea and action in a single continuous operation. Isn't that what it was all about? Compatibility is the problem. Computer and software providers are only too happy to lock you into their way of working. So if different parts of your business are best served by buying different provider systems, well, they just won't talk to one another. Most of your people spend most of their time carrying information from one system to another, and the miraculous speed of the microchip gets lost in the internal mail. Now, is that any way for the future to behave?
I'm pretty sure now, at least the mood amongst the big companies is such that they have to get together and at least get a semblance of standardization. If not, they'll all disappear. There will be one or two big companies with a total marketing drive who will survive, or one or two small companies with very specialized product will survive.
Over 50 organizations decided to demonstrate their commitment to OSI. The result, the Enterprise Networking Event 1988. A demonstration by users that there is a strong alternative to proprietary networking.
We involved one standard vendor that ended up having to deal with a large number of software projects to get the various vendors' products to communicate with each other. As a result, we ended up with different wiring schemes, different plugs, and different software, and ended up with a real problem on our hands, only to be solved through our own development projects. After that initial plant came online, we've since rewritten all the software involved in that project. Of course, that was very expensive. As a result of that, we've concluded that the only way to deal with a variety of projects on the shop floor dealing with automation is to standardize on a set of standards like OSI.
Well, General Motors is committed to OSI and MAP because of the quality and the timeliness and the cost aspects of our business. We need to be able to reconfigure our factories in a very quick manner to respond to our customers' needs. OSI and MAP offers us that opportunity. It's a low-cost solution. Currently, we can make connections to our automation equipment more economically with MAP situations on connectivity than we can with proprietary solutions. So it's the best business case that we have. That's why we're committed to it.
It was those early experiences that convinced us that MAP is real and will work, and committed us to MAP 3.0 in this event.
The Enterprise Networking Event was designed to demonstrate a solution to networking problems between dissimilar computers and software programs. A practical solution which can be achieved with today's technology. Each major participant performed a specific business task in a simulated manufacturing company. An OSI network interconnected each participant and each task in that company. British Telecom, as members of the systems integration team, were instrumental in ensuring that this interconnection occurred within the OSI specifications. The enterprise production network resulted in an assembled product. Every delegate ordered a product to their own specifications as they entered the exhibition. Boeing processed these orders and provided the other booths with details of the delegates' requirements, sending out the information on the OSI network.
Boeing's role in the enterprise event and in the make-believe company that has been set up for enterprise is to place an order for the enterprise product itself. In addition, we are offering corporate information on all of the show statistics, on the various booth configurations to any of the other booths around. And in other words, we're functioning as the corporate information server.
Deere and Company provided just-in-time manufacturing information. This was a demonstration of the benefits of computer-integrated manufacturing, SIM, working together with MAP, Manufacturing Automation Protocol, and TOP, Technical and Office Protocols.
In preparation for the event, all of the vendors that are part of the Deere Tech Services booth or Deere booth have brought their applications up. They are functioning, and we're proving today in the event that MAP 3.0 is here.
General Motors provided the materials handling, distribution and robot systems that assembled the enterprise product according to delegate specifications. The network manager monitored the MAP top network.
All the devices, the programmable controllers, the cell controllers, the conveyors, the equipment, the material handling, the robots, the processing equipment's all being tied together to demonstrate in a real situation that it's not only possible, but that it does happen, and so it's reflective of that large factory.
The British Department of Trade and Industry stand simulated a fully integrated subcontractor and was entirely interconnected by British Telecom. It carried out all operations in the production cycle, thus becoming a microcosm of the event as a whole, each stage being fully supported by the expertise of British Telecom.
The UK participation focused on a booth showing map-top applications in the form of a jobbing shop. The objective of the booth was to emulate the role of a typical subcontracting company supplying a range of components to a number of large industrial organizations. Now in this, the booth represented a microcosm of the event, incorporating a set of self-contained applications including design, production planning, manufacturing and inspection. And of course, through British Telecom's technical support and their participation as systems integrators, we have retained in the United Kingdom core communications expertise, which remains available to UK industry beyond the event itself.
There are approximately 100 devices from approximately 50 vendors interoperating here at the event. And from what I'm told, right now they're operating extremely well. So I would say, yes, MAP is stable. MAP has been, we want to protect the investment of users and vendors. You asked 10 years from today. I guess I'm not quite a seer over that period of time, but I believe that we've laid the groundwork and the foundation to have a stable standard, a stable specification for a number of years.
Much to my surprise, because we thought it would go into the engineering areas first, it's our material or procurement organizations that are most eager to start using the technology.
The customer will be able to go into the dealership and be able to select very much on an input basis what he expects his product to look like.
I think that current hierarchical organization structures will probably change as the information base and the knowledge of the company itself permeates throughout the company by virtue of the electronic information transfer. The sharing of much needed resources, the shortening of flow times is going to make the company much more productive, and I think that the level of knowledge of the workers themselves will increase as that goes on.
Currently we have 12 plants up on MAP 2.1 and 2.2. The new plants coming out are going with the latest versions. So it is in the process of being implemented. It's not a theory, it's not an experiment. It's real, it's happening today, and it's exciting because it's given us a better competitive position in the marketplace.
What that means long-term is opportunities to again lower our cost, and with broader computer communications we can achieve a high degree of integration, more shared data, faster response time to our customers' needs through development cycles of our product, so we can produce new versions of our product more quickly.
What we're doing in the whole entire process of just-in-time is allowing our system to communicate. And we either do that with an open system interconnect, or we do it with proprietary software. And the proprietary system is not cost-effective. It just bogs the whole system down. But the business requirements that we're going to face in the 1990s, a changing world, a much more dynamic marketplace, a much more educated consumer, all require this technology. What we're using it for today and where we're at today is only the tip of the iceberg of where this is going. So where we're looking today for advantages, tomorrow will be absolute requirements. It's not going to be a situation as, is this an advantage or a disadvantage? It's going to be a situation that this is a necessity.
The first analysis has to be on the basis of a corporate strategy. Should we change? Ought we to be globally competitive If we are going to be globally competitive, then you might start getting different answers. You might not produce all your components in one country. You might have to. The international trading agreements and various other things will force people to look worldwide for the cheapest products. Okay? So therefore, you have to not only communicate within your company, within your country, but it has to cross the national boundaries. The only way you can do it is by a major network. Even a small organization in UK will probably have subsidiaries or suppliers on the other side of the globe.
But if the system providers are reluctant to provide OSI, then who will?
The only way you can do it is by a major network.
In the UK, British Telecom are the major network providers. British Telecom have demonstrated their commitment to OSI standards and their ability to support them. British Telecom provides you with national and global OSI solutions.
So what one has got to do is to see, right, we have got these technologies. What should be our corporate strategy from the point of view of our organization structure? Can we, for the first time, look at the organization structure and make it lean and hungry, highly responsive, you see? And it's possible. There is no barrier, technological barrier now, for that to happen. The question is, are you prepared to grasp that nettle? And unless you are prepared to grasp that nettle, you are not going to make that leap forward. So therefore, OSI, or networking, has got to come on its own and has got to be the technology, enabling technology for this to happen. There's no other way.